Hi everybody, welcome back to Plan with Fran. My mirroring is not working, so I am going to try to keep this. I have these little guides to keep me on camera. I'm going to do a quick plan with me, and I have a bizarre story. I wasn't going to share, but I think I've got it under control, and I'm going to share it with you guys, and it is bonkers. So, I am in my Franklin Covey Aurora. This is a true vintage Aurora in Cognac. I think that's Cognac. Some people say it different. I don't think this one's been on camera before, but let's just get started. I'm going to tell you about this nutso story. I'm just going to do what I normally do on Sundays when I set this up for the week, and I'm going to tell this story as I'm doing this. So I'm not going to go over what I'm doing because this story I just got to talk about. Okay, so oh, am I in camera? Well, this is the main page. Okay. So, I have been destashing a lot. And if you go back on my Instagram from way back, I used to duplicate this in a Hobonichi Weeks. And that was the only photos I shared on my Instagram page. Because this at the time had a lot of people's information that I did work for, did accounting work for, or taxes and things like that. So I never shared my everyday carry. I do now because that I've slimmed that down to 2 clients. So I can't, it's the information of their stuff is not in here. So I share this now. Fast forward. So I decided to go through my Hobonichi Weeks and to destash a bunch of them. But prior to doing that, I wasn't sure if I was going to stay in Hobonichi Weeks in 2024. So at the end of 2023, right before New Year's Eve, sorry, I'm going to write this and then quit talking or start talking. I bought a Hobonichi Weeks cover. It was, if you're familiar with Hobonichi Weeks, they cycle through patterns. You know, one cover you can get one year, you may not be able to get the next year. Probably can't. Well, this was a pattern that had been cycled through years ago. So it was kind of a rare find. And I guess in my mind, I thought maybe if I got a cover that intrigued me, I would want to continue doing the duplicating this. About March, I bought that. So I ended up messaging the lady. She had it on a destash site on Facebook, which I'm not going to mention. And I bought it. So I received it, I'll say, the very beginning of 2024. I didn't use it right away. I didn't post or anything, but I loved it. And as March hit of 2024, I realized I was really not utilizing. I was not reaching for that Hobonichi Weeks much anymore. What I ended up doing was just it. I bought Franklin Covey storage compact binders, Franklin Covey compact storage binders with the sleeve. And if I take out of here everything that I want to keep, which is your weeks, I don't really worry about the months, weeks, appointment. You can store years. At least I could probably store 5 years in one of those. So I thought, you know, I don't need to be duplicating this. I can flip through in that. So Hobonichi Weeks fell off the radar. So back in October, I posted a photo of all the Hobonichi Weeks that I was destashing. I have this, but it's in my phone, and you're on my phone, so so I've posted a photo in October that I was going to be destashing all of these Hobonichi Weeks. So, did that. It took me a while. I'm not even going to worry about trimming this down. It took me a while to get, I can't see right, to get all of them, you know, together and figure out what you want to price it as and all this. So I did a story. I did a Facebook video, or not Facebook, YouTube video showing each one and what they were going to cost. I think in November, I might have done it in October. That cover sold. It was like, I think the second cover that sold out of that group. So that's that. I'm still destashing some of the others, but that's that. Okay, fast forward. This is where this story just gets a little bonkers. I got an alert on my PayPal, I guess the beginning week of Thanksgiving. So like that Sunday or Monday, I don't remember, but Thanksgiving. So, and it was an amount, it was a refund. The little note said, you know, it was a refund for something I had purchased, which was that Hobonichi Weeks cover that I bought back in January. So you guys were talking 11 months ago. And I looked and I thought, what is going on? So I went back to Facebook and I sent the lady, I found the old message and sent her, continued with that thread we had going almost a year ago. And I'm like, hey, I don't know what's going on, but I think you might have made a mistake. You sent me the amount I paid for the Hobonichi Weeks cover, if you look above in our messages, and I sent it back because, and I thought she made an error. There was somebody else I need to call. Oh God, it's right in front of me. This story has me literally kind of shaking. It's nuts. Okay, so she replies in all caps, no, no, no. And I replied with a question mark, and she sent me this message that said, she wants it back. I was like, she regrets selling it. She refunded me the money. 11 months ago, I bought this, and she wanted me to send it back to her. I'm like, so I sent her a message. I said, I'm horribly, horribly sorry. And I have dealt with planner selling regret, but I no longer own this cover. I destashed. I said I destashed a lot of them, and that was one that's gone. She replies that she never saw that planner destashed in the Facebook group. And I said I didn't destash it in the Facebook group. At that point, I got that gut feeling. So I never said where I destashed it. I didn't say that I did a YouTube video. I didn't say that I put it on my Instagram. I didn't say a word because I've never seen her view any of my YouTube. I've never seen her. She doesn't follow me on Instagram. I actually did a little research and looked. I don't see any type of handle where she's on Instagram. Of course, you don't have to use your real name, but you know what I'm saying. You kind of can find someone if you're really, really trying. She replied that I was and I'm going to make this clean. And do I cuss? Oh, yeah, but I don't on YouTube videos. I stop myself because I don't want to offend anybody. But she replied that I was a effing liar in huge caps. She was going to send the money back. I said, ma'am, I do not own this. I do not own it. I promise you, I destashed it. She just loses it. I mean, you guys, she called me a bitch. She called me an effing liar. She said I didn't understand the distress that she's going through, that she got rid of this, and she's not going to be able to, gosh, did I just spell Tennessee right? Sure did, I think. Not going to be able to find it again, blah, blah, blah. I was like, she called me something else, I can't remember. Devious or something, but effing liar, a bitch, blah, blah, blah. I was like, whoa. I said, I promise you, Bible or hand to God, I do not own it. I do not own it anymore. I had it, I got it in January. I sat on it till October when I gathered all these to sell, and it was the second one to sell. Okay. she wanted me to disclose to her who bought it. Because obviously I invoiced when I destash, I do Zelle or PayPal. I invoice the person on PayPal, and I put detail in there of what they're getting from me, almost identical to what I say it is. Used or, secondhand, scratch on the back. I put everything in there. Ring loose, whatever, one ring gap, whatever. I put everything in there, which I also put on the PayPal invoice so that they can read it and go, oh, in case they say, oh, I didn't see that part in the description. My kid just ran up the hall. We're having an issue with her running, and she is like 98 pounds and walks like an elephant. Anyway, so she wanted me to give her the information of who bought it from me. I was like, absolutely not. There is no way that this innocent person bought this for me, and I'm going to give you their information so you can speak to them this way. No. Not happening. So I absolutely told her no. She lost it on me again. She sent a GIF or emoji of a devil. I was like, what is happening? So I blocked her on Facebook. I completely blocked her. I was like, absolutely, I'm not dealing with this. And that's not the end of it. It gets worse. So, let's see, what is today? Sunday. Let me see, I blocked her last Tuesday. So not Good Friday, Black Friday. I get my mail. Yes. I'm looking, I'm like, okay, open my mail. That's when I had a house full of people. So I will say it sat all day. And then I opened my mail later after everybody was kind of asleep and things were over. I opened it. She sent me a freaking letter, losing it on me. And I regret that I threw it away. I threw it away. She sent me a letter demanding that I tell her who bought it. She wanted me to prove to her that I destashed it. She wanted me to prove it. I'm like, how am I proving this to you? So I threw the letter away. She lives, and she does not live. My daughter, I told my daughter about the story. My oldest daughter, who's 31. I told her about the story, and she is one of those kids that will literally kill people. I'm not even kidding. She's that kid, she's just that kid. She goes from 0 to 100 fast. So I am usually kind of careful what I tell her. If it has to do with someone messing with me, I can hold my own, of course, with people, but she just goes to, this level that isn't normal. So it's funny though. So she's like, what? I'm like, no. Does she live anywhere near? I'm like, no, she does not live in the United States. Let's just be clear with that. She lives in Canada. I'll say that because most of you probably know I don't usually ship international for destashes. But she had asked, she lived in Canada. I was like, sure. We did it. She paid the shipping. The lady that bought it from me, the lady that I sold it to, weirdly enough, lives in Canada. And the lady I bought it from lives in Canada. So it was kind of odd. But she sends me this letter going off on me. She called me a dog, which I don't find insulting at all. She called me a bitch again. She said I was an effing liar again, that if I really did destash it, why would I not just give her the information and she could nicely, that's what she wrote, she could nicely ask the person that bought it if she could buy it from them, she'd pay double what they paid. I'm like, no. So she wanted to know if I would contact the person. I'm like, I didn't even respond to the letter. Threw it away. I regret throwing it away. I wish I would. And I read it to my daughter. I wish I would have took a picture and sent it to her because then I'd have it in my phone. So, she literally did that. Oh, you know what? I just took these out and didn't even do the finance part. I will do that later because I don't have my calculator with me. So I was, let's just say, she had my address because of the sale, obviously, because she shipped it to me. So she had my address because of the sale. But I thought that was the end of it. Threw the letter away, thought that was the end of it. Then, yeah, there's more. I get a text day before yesterday. So Friday. No, I'm sorry. Yeah. Was Friday good for Black Friday? I guess it was. No, Friday wasn't Good Friday, was it? Black Friday. God, why do I keep doing? No, it was the Friday that just passed. So that was not Black Friday. Boy, I'm looking at a darn calendar and I still can't figure out what I'm doing. The story's got me a little freaky, but so I get a text Friday night watching TV. I don't recognize the number. It's not in my phone. It is this lady. This text is like literally as long as this. It's a paragraph. Losing it on me. I was like, oh my goodness. How did this woman get my phone number, my cell phone? So I look back on PayPal, and of course, I didn't see nothing. So I go back to the Facebook. I have to unblock so I can see this message. And yes, she asked for my information when I, gave her when I was going to buy it. And I gave her my full name, my address. I said it matches with my PayPal account. And she said, can I get your number in case there's any issues? I said, absolutely. I gave her my cell phone number. I've done it before. No one ever uses it. Oh, no, she did. She's losing it on me again. I'm like, oh my gosh. And what she called me something. She called me an idiot. Yeah, just that I was being difficult. Again, I'm lying. And I thought, what if I did still have it? And I just said, no, I want it. I bought it. It's mine. But I didn't because I told her I destashed it. But apparently I'm this huge liar. So, I didn't know what to do at that point. Of course, yes, I blocked her on my cell phone immediately. And I thought, okay, this isn't over. I just know it's not over. So what I did, and I did not give her the information she wanted, but what I did was, because I needed this to stop, you guys, I've never had anything like this happen, ever. I don't know if anyone else has, but I have never had this happen before. Because I told her to you guys, I said, I destashed it. I gladly would have sold it back to her. Gladly. The problem was I didn't destash it in the Facebook group. That was the problem. Had I, she might have said, oh my gosh, I want it back. It would have been a done deal. I'm not going to take blame for that. That I chose not to destash it in the Facebook group. I decided to stash it on Instagram. Whatever. So, what I did, and I'm hoping this is going to be the end of it. I'm trying to figure out today. I got to update. What I did was I went back to the, I did that yesterday and today. I went back to the, I got to vacuum after this video. I went back to the PayPal invoice that I had sent, or that, God, I'm getting confused. I went back to the PayPal where I bought it. No, God bless. I'm so sorry, you guys, where I sold it. And what I did was I always, like I said, I always put very detailed of what they're getting. So what I did was when I invoiced the buyer, I put what she was buying. The print of this Hobonichi Week said it is an authentic Hobonichi Weeks, because there's a lot of planners for Hobonichi Weeks that are made by creators and crafters. And this was from Hobonichi Weeks. That it was secondhand, yada, yada, blah, blah. So what I did was I took a screenshot of that. And I made it big enough. I didn't crop right. I made it big enough that you can tell it is on a PayPal invoice. I didn't put the woman's information. I didn't even put the price. But you could tell it was part of a PayPal invoice that I sent. And then I did a screenshot that it was paid. And I did that it was shipped, which was in October, I believe. And I blacked out the, I put that it was paid, that it was shipped. I blacked out the tracking. I don't know why, but I was thinking, okay, maybe she might put this tracking in and be able to tell, where it was going, you know, the address or anything like that. So I blacked all that. So I unblocked her from my phone, and I sent her those 2 images. And I put a message that said, I do not own this. I am absolutely 100% not sending you this person's information, and I am done with this. I'm done with it. Over it. And I immediately after I seen it was sent. What is stopping me? Oh, this. When I seen it was sent, I blocked her because I don't even care what her response is. I don't care if it's an apology. I really do not care what it is, because I am not dealing with this crap from this lady. I just, I don't know. I mean, if you guys have ever had anything like this, tell me, but I just seriously do not. I've never dealt with something like this. Let's do some stickers. Let's do something more fun. I'm kind of at a loss for words. Like, I do not know anyone that has gone to these lengths for one cover. I know I have searched high and low for things I've wanted. I searched high and low for my Aurora chocolate. Luckily, I usually get things as far as I'm looking for. I get things through ISOs in search of, and usually sometimes the people don't even message me back on the in search of. They privately do it. Maybe they don't want everybody to bombard them. You know, that's how I got my chocolate. And will I ever sell it? No. Have I ever thought about destashing Auroras? I have. I won't. I did destash a plum one. I don't regret it. I did a little at first, but am I going to contact that person back? I want it back. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And you guys, it freaked me out a little bit, and it got me thinking about even through selling, you're really giving a lot. You're putting a lot out there personally about yourself, you know. And it really, I'm looking for a sticker here, you guys. It really freaked me out. It really freaked me out a little bit. It's crazy, and it's got me kerfuffled. She cannot contact me through Facebook anymore unless she would go to a different person, you know, use someone else's. She can't text me or call me because I blocked her on my phone, and, you know, unless she uses someone's phone. I'm hoping this photo I sent proves to her I sold it. And also, with me refusing to give this information up, I'm hoping that she will get that I am not doing that. I am not doing that. I don't know if the person that bought it still has it or not. This person does have Instagram. I did look at her Instagram. I don't know why. I had no intentions of asking her about it. But she hasn't posted any photos of it, so I don't even know if she's got it. You know, she's not a big, heavy poster, but I kind of thought, well, let me see, because I'd hate for this lady to see it. I don't even know if she'd know it was hers, but I don't know, you guys. But it really got me thinking about, you just have to be careful as far as all this information, giving it out, even for a destash, you know. And this is what's crazy about it. The reason I did not destash it on Facebook is because I never do payments through Facebook. I will not. There's way too many scams in Facebook, and just way too much. So, and if you ever posted a destash to, by the way, you guys, thanks for the orders from my little Etsy shop. I got everything ready to go out tomorrow. I will not do Facebook type sales. Just too many scams. And if you've ever posted on a Facebook destash group, once you put it in there, it'll ask you if you want to also hit Facebook Market, and I never check that button. I just don't want anything on Facebook Market. I just don't trust it at all. So when I did the Hobonichi Week destash, I thought, oh, I filmed there. I thought, well, I will just do it on Instagram and then I'll do a YouTube video about it. If they sell, they sell. If they don't, they don't. You know, I can hold on to them, put them in a bin, list them again, or put them out there in stories that, hey, they're still available. You know, I can donate them, whatever I want to do with them, they're mine. And some of them I didn't even spend a lot of money on. They were made on Etsy, and they're, $20 for the cloth ones. If somebody had a sale, they were, 15. So I really just wasn't wanting to deal with the whole Facebook thing, and you're checking 900 groups to see which one you've got it all in. Where is my filming sticker, folks? I don't. Oh, here we go. So I literally just went through all this with this person, and I have literally thought about this at night, especially after I got the letter. I was like, oh boy, this lady is definitely wanting this back badly. And the sad part is, I'm going to need her to face that way. The sad part is that had she messaged me, you guys, seriously, had she messaged me, I think I counted back, it was 7 weeks. Had she messaged me like in October, I would have gladly let her refund me and mailed it back to her. I would have gladly, because I knew before then that I was going to be destashing them. I haven't touched a Hobonichi Week since March of 2024, and the whole year of 2024 up until March, I really had barely touched it. March, I was done with them. So I could have, I think to myself, well, how much, like, what was the deciding factor that all of a sudden you have to have it back? What was the aha moment to start stalking me? So that is my crazy story. I hope it is done. That's all I'm putting in here. I hope that this whole situation is done and over. I don't know if it is, but I sure as heck hope it is. Because like I'm not real good with all this as far as if I'm in a Facebook group and this person I know is in a Facebook group for Hobonichi Weeks destash or Hobonichi destash. If I block them, they can't see me, right? Like if you block someone on Facebook, they I know they can't see like your profile, but like if you're posting in a group, can they still see it? Or since you blocked them, I need to ask my daughter that. Since you blocked them, I don't think they can see you anywhere on that site. I don't know, but now I'm afraid to even post anything in there because I'm like, oh God, she's going to come after me. And I don't know, you guys. It's just got me a little rattled. Let's pick a Tombow color. I mean, when you get the money she sent, I'm doing pink, you guys. You know why? Because I said I'm softening pink. So I'm going to do it. I'm going there. I'm going to change my life here. I don't know. Oh, that's pretty. I don't know if she can see me. I hope not. I usually don't do the date, but I'm a little frazzled. She is an older woman too, because we talked. I'm an old woman. I mean, I'm probably one of the oldest planning people out here. No joke. But, I wouldn't expect it from a mature woman. From really anybody with common sense, a brain. It's just rude. Oh, I didn't do that before I put that. Oh, I'm so thankful for Noelia for this spread is a mess. I'm sorry. I didn't do that right either. See, these plan with me's with me, you guys, are a hot mess. Talking and me planning, my brain obviously can't chew gum and walk at the same time. You ever heard that old saying? My grandma used to say that. So I don't know, you guys. I'm just, that looks, no, that looks darker. No, I don't remember there ever being a $sign. Maybe my brain's just fried. Next week we have a big work Christmas party, and it is inside Putt Putt. I'm kind of excited about it, and it's casual. They used to do real fancy. It's not. Which, who's going to play putt-putt in a dress? But anyway, you guys, that is my story. This was a quick, again, nightmare of a plan with me. I'm no good at this. I don't know how you guys do it. Talking, and I put these temp stickers on for the month of December. Didn't even think about the fact I can't tombow over them. But next year I won't have to do it. Yay. So yeah, you guys, I just wanted to do this, and I knew it was going to be a hot mess because I literally just ran in here to do this, and I thought I've got to share my crazy story with all of these planner people. And just be careful. I don't even know if that's even the right thing to say, because I don't think this happens to most people. I think this lady just freaked out that she wanted it back, but she didn't. This was the strange part. When I got that PayPal refund thing, or she just sent the money back, she never even contacted me. I looked on the Facebook. I looked for a new message to see. I looked in the group. I didn't know. I looked my email because, of course, I paid her through PayPal, so she had my email. I had given her my email to invoice me when I bought it. So I thought, well, maybe she emailed me. I looked through spam, the junk, the focused inbox on Outlook, the not focused inbox, nothing. I searched her email from the transaction. I had nothing from her. So she just got on Facebook and sent the money back without even asking if A, I had it still, or B, if I did still have it, did I want to sell it back to her? So I was even nice enough that I told her that I would look as well to try to find another one for her. I did for about a minute, and when she started losing her mind on me and calling me all sorts of things, I thought, no, I'm not taking away from my life to help you out now. Because I'll go to the earth's ends. I'm like, I'll search too. We'll find it. We'll work it. We'll get you one. But you start calling me names, I'm not going there with you, girlfriend. You're on your own. So yeah, so I hope whoever bought it is really enjoying, the girl that bought it from me, I hope she's enjoying it. A little spite there, but not very kind of me. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's been a long time since I have felt like going off on somebody. A long time. I'm pretty patient. I'm a listener. I feel for people. I have tons of empathy. And boy, I'll tell you what, that one, because I thought, oh, poor gal, we've all regretted it. And this poor gal, I felt for her. I got over that real quick when she started calling me names. I'm like, oh, this is what we're doing. That's going to help your case, talking to me like that. And maybe if it were someone that was younger, or maybe someone that, was timid or intimidated easily, this would have worked. Maybe they would have given the information. That's not me. I am Gen X, and you can throw it at me. And boy, I'll tell you what, you guys, it brought out some stuff. It brought out some old Fran. I was like, oh, I took that girl away years ago, but boy, she is still in me, because I was not happy. And when I got the letter, I almost was like, this is just a joke. I mean, I knew she had my address. I know she doesn't live in the United States, but I mean, I'm not even joking. If this lady lived close, I would suspect she'd be showing up at my door over this stupid cover. If any of my covers, if somebody came to me and said, you give us all your planner covers or somebody's gonna die, or someone's gonna get hurt, take them. This woman, I was like, wow, you got problems. So be careful out there, folks. You might get yourself a planner girl stalker. Sounds romantic. It's not. But I just had to share that story with you guys. I think now that I've said it out loud and gotten it out, I'm going to feel better about it, because the only person I had said anything to was my daughter. And I think that I will feel better now that I've told my story. And hopefully there's no other wormhole for her to crawl through to get to me. She's gone through the accounts, she's gone through my home address, and she's gone through my phone. You know, I still haven't gotten an email, which is odd, unless I just haven't seen it yet, but maybe it's over. Maybe since I didn't give in. So, ladies, stand your ground. That's all I got to say if anything like this happens to you. This story I know is bonkers, but if you've had planner regret, it can be a rough one. But especially if you, like, let's say you sold your planner cover and you're just devastated a month later. Or you see it, who you sold it to, and you go, oh, I shouldn't have sold it. It's too bad, so sad, you know. Everybody makes their decisions, but oh my goodness, this woman. The word, and I hate this word because I feel bad for all the people with the name, but it's like, she was like the first Karen I ever dealt with. You know, the Karen chicks, or Sharon, I don't know, but, okay guys. I've said it, it's over. I'm sorry this video was a hot mess again. These Plan With Me's for me are going to be known as Hot Mess Express because I don't know if you guys even like them. And this was a little longer. I was planning on this story being over in 15 minutes, but whew, got me all worked up again. You ever do that where you're telling a story that you're over and then you're like, oh, I'm all worked up again. I'm riled up. I always say that to my dogs. I always tell my one dog to quit riling the other dog up. Well, here I am, riling myself up. So that is it for today, guys. I will be filming, I think I'm going to film a few videos this week. We'll see what comes out. I got kind of a soft week as far as activities, so I'm glad about that. I have almost all my Christmas shopping complete. And hopefully, if you guys don't see me posting for like weeks, send help. Send help. All right, guys, I'm just kidding about that. But have a great evening. It is pitch dark here. It is like 5:15. It was dark like 45 minutes ago. So I'm going to go watch some TV and sit back and wait for Yellowstone to come on tonight. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening to my rant of this bonkers story. And I'll catch you guys later. Bye.